Hey class, this is Miss Fleming, your lovely school librarian. I heard you have a research project coming up, and I'm here today to help you learn how to do research. Researching can be easy and fun if you know how to do it. So today we're going to look at the Big Six research approach. First, let's look at some state and local standards. You will be researching using technology, so here are some of the objectives that we want you to learn while doing this assignment. The Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills, or the TEKS, objectives state that we're going to select and evaluate various types of digital resources for accuracy and validity, and we're going to process data and communicate results. Now, the Common Core standards say that we are now going to gather relevant information from multiple print and digital sources, assess the credibility and accuracy of each source, and integrate the information while avoiding plagiarism. The ISTE standard will be that students are going to demonstrate an understanding of and respect for the rights and obligations of using and sharing intellectual property. And the 21st Century Learner standard is going to be that we're going to make sense of information gathered from diverse sources by identifying misconceptions, main and supporting ideas, conflicting information, and point of view or bias. We're going to demonstrate mastery of technology tools for assessing information and pursuing inquiry. Okay, now that you know what you will be learning with this lesson, let's take a pretest. What, no? Don't worry, this is not for a grade. The pretest is just to see what you already know and figure out what you need to learn. So first, log into your blendspace.com account. You're going to see the pretest when you see this assignment. It's only 6 questions, but answer them honestly. How much do you already know about the Big Six? What is the Big Six research approach? Well, the Big Six is a 6-stage model to help you answer questions using information. Now, through these 6 steps, you will identify your research goals, seek and use and collect information and credible information. And finally, you're going to evaluate your own work by reflecting on information gathered. The first step, step 1, is called task definition. In this step, this is where you are going to define the information problem. What kind of research project will you present? You will need to identify information that you need. Think about these answers. Think about and answer these questions. All right, what is your topic? All right, how long does your project have to be? When is it due? These are all things you can think about in your task definition step. Step 2, information seeking strategies. Now you're going to determine all possible sources or where can you find the information. Types of sources can be like newspapers, articles, magazine articles, books, maps, credible websites. So can you think of any more sources? Next, evaluate the different possible sources to determine priorities. Select the best sources for your project. So which source would be the best for me to use? So think about these questions in step 2. Step 3, location and access. To locate your sources, think about these questions. Where do I find sources? How can I find what I need? How do you find information within sources? So with those questions, who can help me find sources? Once I find the source, how do I find the information I need within the source? So you have to figure out where to find your sources, where to find the information. Think this through. That's step 3, location and access. Step 4, now we're going to use this information. We're going to engage. For example, we're going to read it, hear it, view it, touch it. We're going to engage the information in the source. What information does the source give me? Can I understand the information? Do you even understand what you're looking at? Next, you'll need to extract relevant information from the source. So think about what information can you use. After all the stuff you've read and found, what can you actually use as part of your project to answer your question? How are you getting the information out of the source? Are you ready to make a rough draft? Do you have all your information? Step 5, synthesis. To synthesize Then synthesize means that you are going to organize information from multiple sources. So you are going to think about how you can take all the information you have gathered and put it together in a way that makes sense. It's going to flow. Then you're going to figure out a way to present the information. What materials do you need? Are you making a project? You have to have paper and pencil and markers, or are you just writing a paper? What do you need to make this project complete? And then you're going to make a rough draft. You're going to edit that rough draft and then finally make a final copy. You're going to fix your mistakes so your final copy looks professional. Okay, as good as you can make it. Step 6, evaluation. Now you get to judge the product for effectiveness. You are always the first judge. Did you do a good job? How do you feel about your project? Did you get your point across when you researched? Did you understand what you did? Did you show what you did? Now judge the process for efficiency. Ask yourself, did I follow the rubric that my teacher gave me? She should give you a rubric. Make sure that you're looking at those points. Did I hit all those points on the rubric? Did I complete all the parts in the proper order? All these things are evaluation, and that's step 6. Those are your big 6. Okay, and that is the big 6 research process. This process is just asking yourself a lot of questions. You're going to think things through before you start so that you know where to look and what information you're looking for. You're researching a subject, hopefully, that you are interested in, and you want to find the answers. And you want to present those answers in a way that makes sense to others. We're trying to help you with this model. We're trying to help you work smarter and not harder. It's a good thing. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is my reference slide. Now, I found all of my information about the Big 6 at this website, and it's listed up here. And there were so many websites to look through. If you want to research what the Big 6 process is, how to make it work for you, if you want more information, look at your handout. In the handout that I gave you, there is going to be a small list of some more websites you can look through and figure out how to research. And that is the Big 6 presentation. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something. So let's go research. Are you ready?